Hello there, Kyle Chin here. Today we're going to help you learn how to hold out your stand-up slides a little bit longer, and also how to throw them into a little 180 after you steeze them out a bit. We're going to start off with heel side power slides today, which are a good one to hold out nice and long, a little bit safer than toe sides when you're going fast. So let's start off on where to put your feet. You want to have your heels a little bit more over towards the edge, so that you can put more weight on the uphill edge. That'll keep your downhill wheels from catching up and pitching you, and just gives you a little bit more control and balance. So your front foot, kind of have it in like a regular riding position, but your heel's going to be over the edge a little bit. And then your back foot, kind of the same idea. You want to kind of dig into that rail with the meaty part of your shoe there. That'll keep your foot from slipping off. Like if you had it up here or something, it's pretty easy to just pop off your board, and that's no good. So most of you probably already know how to do a heel side power slide. You always kind of want to set up with the carve in the other direction, then kind of lean into your carve hard and throw the board out. Today we're just going to sort of work on finessing that a bit and work on the balance so that you can hold out the slide a bit longer. So let's talk about balance. What's the best way to hold these things out nice and long? You're sort of going to be thinking of your upper body and lower body as doing sort of different things. On your lower body, you kind of want your legs to be sort of leaning back into the hill so that you're always kind of pushing the board out in front of you. But the problem is, if you keep your whole body like that, you're going to be leaning back, and it's really hard to control your balance, so it's easy to sort of fall back and hit your butt or your head, which is not good. So what you want to do is keep your legs sort of angled back, but compensate by keeping your torso kind of neutral or even a little bit forward, depending on how you're sort of balancing out the slide and how long you're holding it at. So you're kind of setting up with the carve, and then you throw it, and your legs are coming out downhill with the board, and then your torso is kind of what's keeping your surfy little balance up there. So things you might be doing wrong when you're trying to throw out these power slides. First off, just always remember to carve into it instead of just trying to tweak out your back foot sideways. Another thing that is important when you're starting to hold these out is how to adjust your balance. So basically, your legs are always going to be pointing back into the hill a little bit so that they can always be pushing the wheels out away from you. So one common mistake is that you're going to try and adjust your balance by leaning far forward on your toes. If you're sliding, you think that, oh, I can lean forward like this, but that's just going to catch your wheels and you're going to go flying off your board. So if you want to adjust your balance, think of keeping your feet in that position so that they're always pushing against the wheels, but then using your torso to actually move back and forth above your whole body and board below you. And then your upper body is what's going to sort of keep you balanced. If you feel like you're going too fast forward, you don't want to lean back, because then it'll just shoot out from under you. You kind of want to bring your torso up a little bit, keep it neutral if not forward, while keeping your legs pointed back into the hill. And if you feel like you're slowing down a little bit too much on your slide, you can try and push into it a little bit more by bringing your body back a little bit. So just kind of play with that, use your torso to balance yourself, and keep those legs steady so that they don't catch your wheels funny. So we've been talking about the power slides. If you want to do a speed check and you want to bring it back into your regular stance, you should keep your shoulders cocked sort of in the opposite direction of your feet, so that it'll sort of pull you back out of the slide. So if you're doing heel side, keep them back a little bit so that it'll sort of twist your torso right here. And then when you're ready, release the pressure on your back foot so it catches up, and then maintain the pressure on your front foot. That'll cause the board to spin around, and then it'll suck back right under your body. If you want to do this into a 180, usually you sort of just like swing through it all in one fluid motion. But if you want to hold out that 180 a lot longer, your balance tends to be a little bit better if you keep it in that sort of speed check position. So if you want to throw it into a 180, throw your big stand up and then just follow through with your shoulders at the end, and that'll put it into that rotation for you. well, I hope that was a little bit helpful for you guys at home. I'm riding the 86A Stimulus here. These are my favorite wheels for these big stand-ups. The urethane on these, the yellow thing just lasts forever. So, I mean, I've been riding these for basically the whole summer. They're holding pretty strong. The stems have like a little bit shallower urethane depth, so that makes it slide a little bit smoother. Yeah, they're really fun. They're lightweight and nimble, so they're fun for this sort of stuff. I guess I'm done.